Okay, so I carried on for maybe another minute or a little bit longer, and this is now my ball of salt dough. So it's still, as you can see, I've still got a little bit stuck to my hand. That's the kind of right consistency that you want. Now then, if you don't want to bake your salt dough, or you've got some left over, what you can do is put it in a little bag and seal it tightly and stick it in the fridge, and you should be able to keep it for a couple of days, and you can reuse it. Now then, before I make my Greek bowl, I can't just throw it down on the surface because it'll get stuck and it'll be really difficult to take off. So what I need to do is sprinkle my surface with a little bit of flour and kind of spread it around so that it doesn't all get stuck. Okay, then it's up to you what you do. You can go for town. If you've got a rolling pin, you might like to roll it out and make it nice and flat. Whatever you can do, you might be able to use some spoons or some forks and then make some nice marks inside it. And basically what you can do, I will get a rolling pin in a minute and flatten it out. But you're going to try and bring it around and make a nice bowl. In fact, I'm going to find my rolling pin now. There it is. Okay, in fact, I've probably got a bit too much salt dough. I'm going to take some of it out. Okay, so I'm going to try and make it into a nice ball, and then I should hopefully get a nice even surface so I can start making my bowl. In fact, I might be a bit dry now because I soaked up quite a bit of flour. Okay, so, and then I just spin it around, keep going until I get quite a nice size that I'm happy with for my bowl. Obviously, if you want a bigger bowl, you will need to keep rolling and keep making your surface a little bit bigger. Okay, so I'm going to take that part off. I don't want that. So, now I've got a nice flat area. Okay, it's not a perfect circle, but that's okay. Okay, I'm going to start making my bowl shape. Now, what you might do is you might have a bowl at home, and you could tip it over and try and shape it on the back of that bowl. So I'm going to take a small bowl, and I'm going to tip it over like that. So I'm going to form it over another bowl. Now then, might consider that as cheating. You might like the challenge of trying to make a bowl without a bowl underneath, which if you do, I'm very impressed. Okay, and so I keep making it nice and tight. And then what I might do with a knife, with the help of an adult, not a sharp knife, you can see it's not a sharp knife, it's just a normal knife for eating. Okay, I might then trim my edges off. You might not want to, you might like having lots of big edges around your bowl. But I'm just slowly moving my bowl around and trimming off my edges like that. So when I lift it over, woohoo! I've got a bowl that looks like that. Now obviously my bowl inside is already decorated, so it's going to be difficult to stay like that until it's baked. So what you might want to do is keep it turned over, and then with whatever you're using, with a fork, if you want to make some designs, I might do some designs like this around the outside. You might be much more creative than me. You might have a pencil. You might like to draw some things into it. You might even have some cookie cutters at home. And you can maybe cut out some other shapes and try and stick those on the side, which would be really cool. So mine's just going to be like that. And then, because what I might do is I might do some drawings around the outside when it's finished. Might do some Greek kind of style paintings, but I've got a nice little... So what I then do is, this is when I ask the adult to help me by putting it on a nice baking tray and then popping it in the oven until it's done. I can't wait to see yours. Good luck.